Hi everyone, I have a fellow blinger who's having a few problems just starting to in the world of rhinestones. So they look easy but they're not. She's actually chosen quite a difficult one to do as a beginner. She wants to do two things. One, with the first one, she wants to have a glitter flex star with the rhinestones on top. And obviously we know that with rhinestones they won't stick to the glitter flex, so we need to punch out holes in the glitter flex so the stones will adhere to the fabric. So that's one project she needs to do. That's a fairly simple one. The second one is she wants page in one colour rhinestone on top of the rhinestone star, that's what I would call a more advanced rhinestone application. So we'll see what we can do there, and she wants to make that into a decal. So let's start with the easy one, and that's the one with the glitter flex background. Okay, so we have our page. I have grouped all those rhinestones together, and we have our star separately. Okay, and that's sitting underneath page. So all we need to do there to punch out the holes is that we select both of them. So you click on page, press shift and click on the blue, and that will select both of them. And on the top of the toolbar you have some functions. You have the weld, you have the trim. You can use the trim if you like. Intersect, simplify, front minus back, and back minus front. I prefer to use the back minus front because I know the page is sitting on the front and the blue is on the back. Sometimes with trim it really depends on what you click on first with the result, and I can never remember which one I have to click on first, so I prefer the back minus front. So we'll click on the back minus front. First, before we do that, because as soon as you click back minus front, it's going to delete those stones and just leave you with the holes. So what I like to do is hit Control D. You can't see anything, but what it's done, it's made a duplicate of page. So the one on the front will be deleted from the blue star, and then I'm going to be left with that duplicate copy on top so I don't lose my stones. Okay, so that's now selected. I will select the blue and back minus front. Okay, now you can't see anything there, but if I drag the page away, you can see that I've got my holes there. And now for the more challenging one. This is the one where she wants to make a decal. She wants page in one rhinestone colour, and she wants the blue fully rhinestoned as well. Okay, so the way I would approach this is, let's move our page right out of the way and we'll deal with that later and concentrate just on the star. I'll take the fill away from that so we can see what we're doing. Okay, in this case we go into stone fill again with the island fill, and I'll put in more than I think that I would need, and I want to be able to detect corners actually. They're all my parts. So now it's made stones. Got to detect corners just so I can try and get a stone on each corner. And this is all these with corners are sometimes quite difficult to stone. So we'll see what we get. And we want 10s. And let's find a blue. Okay, make a blue sapphire. Put one in the middle there, never mind. So add stones. And it's done a beautiful job of putting a stone on each corner there. But there's still a bit of tweaking. As you can see, there's a bit of touching there. So I will delete my stone parts, which will separate my stones. And this is where you would have to make a decision. Which one do I delete? Let's go this one. All right, we'll stick with the underneath ones. that there because that'll fit there, that'll fit there. Can add one. All I'm doing is right clicking and dragging at the same time to get a duplicate. Now you're going to have a lot of doubles, so what we should do first perhaps is check our spacing and get rid of all of those. There's 69 of those. Okay. I think I can fit another one there. Move him up. A bit tight. We can even put a 6SS in there if you prefer. I'll put one back in and I'll just move it across there. We can respace later or align them later. How are we going? Let's leave that there. Keep on with the underneath one deleting to have a bit of uniformity. Might be able to fix that with the respace tool. Okay, well let's start in one corner. Let's start with the center. So basically you're just moving stones to get the look that you want, what's going to look the best. Try and put one right there in the center. The eye is going to be drawn to the center of the star. So what I want to do is either make a uniform pattern here and then have everything else, try in the center there, move or span out from that center. So that looks, yep. Okay, in cases like this, I would select, just show you some different methods on how you can tweak. You can move them over. If I right click on the D, it's going to give me a path, which in the path editing tool, I can delete all these center nodes. Double click will also delete them. And I can move this whole line over a bit. I can extend it. And we'll see if we can add another stone in there. Yep, that'll work. Do the same to this one. Right click, path editing, get rid of all those nodes in the center there, don't need them. Stretch that out there. Okay, that'll work. Let's try this one. Path. I'll get rid of all those center nodes again. And let's see what we can do with him. Delete those stone parts. And I'll grab these and hit respace. Okay, so you can see what's happening here. We're just fixing and tweaking, and what I've just shown you in the methods, either making a path, moving them over, stretching it, adding another stone. You will continue to do that until it's perfect. Okay, so once you've done that, I'll get my page, put it over where you want it to be over. I'll arrange, order, I'll make that to the front. I'll ungroup it. Maybe I won't ungroup it. I haven't tried it being grouped, so let's see what happens now if I say trick spacing. This is a group shape. It doesn't like group shapes. 134 it's found. It's gotten rid just one of the red, so it's pretty intuitive. It knows which one I wanted to keep, so I'll put that red back in. And now it's a matter of you getting rid of all those overlaps. So the tweaking perhaps would have been better if you waited and did this step first, and then you'll only be tweaking once instead of twice. So I'll move these out of the way. Respace that. Space those. Okay, so then I can get rid of this one. Get rid of that. Move those two over. Or three over. We'll keep that 3 happening there at an angle. Okay, so as you can see what I'm doing here. So keep on tweaking, move that over there. Get that out of the way until you have your page sitting on there and of the underlying stones. And that's it. So there's a bit of work to do, but as I said, this is the advanced way of doing it, but fine, go ahead, because that's what I do. I always jump into the deep end, and that's the only way I learned how to swim. So good luck, and I hope this has helped you. Bye.